What it do? It's your boy Cinco Bands the man, trying to get 100 grand. You know I got the plan, and I can't do it without you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We bike. Yeah, we bike. Most Valuable Podcast, episode 71. We here, we in effect, we live, baby. Shout out to the host, gang out there showing love. You know what I'm saying? Letting everybody know it's real. We got to get them views up. We got to get them followers up. You know what I'm saying? Share the live. We got to let the world know. But we here, and you know why we here. We came for that work, that hot fire. Yes, sir. That hot fire. Dr. Umar Johnson has went in on Mr. Tyler Perry. I say again, Dr. Umar Johnson has went in on brother Tyler Perry. Oh, it's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. We about to see what it do or what it don't do. Without further ado, let's get to it. We getting to the bottom of this.
Once a year, every single year, I jump onto my stories and I tell you guys the incredible news that Gymshark are actually launching.
Let's go. Take us home, Doc.
Tyler Perry, how you feel about the allegations he being accused of?
We got to deal with Tyler. We got to deal with Tyler. When you talk about the jealousy that the music industry has for black men, it's insane, bro. It's insane. Tyler Perry goes to the BET Awards.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a speech, and he's an excellent orator, by the way. I'm an orator. I study oratory. Tyler Perry could have been a pastor or community activist. He's a very good speaker, very good public speaker. He says that I've made more millionaires than every other studio in this city combined. That's what he said. And don't you know, I don't know if it was the next day, but it was definitely the same week.
Right.
All of a sudden, he gets hit with a $260 million lawsuit from Derek Dixon, who met Tyler Perry in 2019 as an employee of an event company. So he was working at one of the events that Tyler Perry contracted this event company to come to and host. He met Tyler Perry there. Tyler Perry invited him to audition for an upcoming show called Ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, Tyler Perry tells him, allegedly, according to Derek Dixon's attorney, Tyler Perry told him, I can change your life. Stick with me, I could change your whole life. He then invites him to audition for a role on The Oval, Tyler Perry's series, The Oval.
Yep.
Derek Dixon stars in 85 episodes of The Oval between 2020 or 2021 until 2024, 2025. In January of 2020, Art, right before COVID, Tyler Perry texted.
Now, mind you guys, this brother is so intellectually inclined. He has this man whole case in his head. He ain't got no paperwork there with him. He know this whole case.
Texas, allegedly, Texas Derek Dixon and said, among other things, I can't remember the last time I had really good sex. Now, as a heterosexual male, if another man sends me a text telling me he can't remember the last time he had good sex, I already know that that ain't somebody I need to be around alone, because he clearly got the wrong idea about me. In fact, I'm gonna have to let him know. In the future, fam, I don't need to know about your sex life. So Tyler Perry texts him this. He don't Can't remember the last time he had great sex. And then he invites Derek Dixon to his house. Derek Dixon goes to Tyler Perry's house in Georgia.
Crazy.
He says, allegedly, according to the criminal complaint or the civil suit,
Shit crazy.
he says Tyler Perry gave him some drinks. They were talking. He started to feel a little tipsy. It got late. Tyler Perry tells Derek, it's a little too late for you to drive home tonight. You've been drinking. I have a guest bedroom. Come and stay in my guest bedroom. Derek Dixon goes to the guest bedroom. He's tired. He's been drinking. He's ready to get some sleep. He says he lays down. And at some point, Tyler Perry comes into his room, slips into the bed behind him, and start rubbing the inside of his thigh.
Whoa!
Now,
OMG. Tyler Perry treated him like a sister homegirl. You know how your sister homegirl come over and you sliding, you feel me? Nah, Tyler, what the fuck? Oh man, he slipped in the bed with the boy, rubbed his thigh. Oh my God, it should have been a melee right there on the spot. Actually, you shouldn't even have been there, but on the spot, melee, Thunderdome. Wobbly wobble, drop Terry like he's hot.
he don't punch him. He don't get dressed and call a Uber or get in his car and get up out of there. In fact, he goes back to work like nothing happened.
Damn.
You could have sued him right there.
For real.
But he says, and this is where I think Tyler Perry has some room to stand and defend himself. Derek repeatedly alleges that he was concerned about his job and his career.
Those who take the internet on vacation can check they're on the right bus.
Well, if you're concerned about your job and your career, and this black man is sexually harassing you, why not turn him in? Why isn't your manhood or your self-respect, even if you're homosexual?
Right.
Even if you're homosexual, if this man is sexually assaulting you, because you can be sexually assaulted as a homosexual as well, why not turn him in? Why are you saying I put up with it for the sake of the job? To me, you are collaborating and voluntarily participating in this because you could have ended this a long time ago. So anyway, Art, he says that Tyler Perry, throughout this whole relationship of 2020 to 2024, is grabbing his butt cheeks. Because one day Tyler Perry comes into his trailer, grabs him violently by the neck, grabs his butt.
Hey, Tyler Perry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tyler, he reckless with it. Just grabbing cheeks. Just Tyler Perry, Franklin, Keisha, Tracia, Laura, Franklin, Keisha, Laura, Franklin, Tonisha, Shalandra, Franklin. These boys.
Then he says a couple months later, there was another incident. Then the following year, in June of 2021, he says Tyler Perry pulled his underwear down, Art. Help me out.
I mean, he been grabbing cheeks.
If this man allegedly pulled your underwear down and grabbed your ass cheeks, why are you not going to a lawyer or going to the police? This man is a billionaire.
Facts.
He's a billionaire. Why are you hanging around? He says Tyler Perry coerced him, Art. Coerced him into accepting the sexual exploitation because Tyler Perry promised him his own show. Tyler Perry promised him career advancement. He allegedly, Tyler Perry was going to provide him with career advancement opportunities. So he says he felt like he had to endure this sexual harassment so it wouldn't mess up his options. As far as I'm concerned, that means you volunteered for it. You volunteered for it. You were willing to accept it because you thought you would get something out of it. Then he says, Art, around June of 2024, Derek Dixon comes to his senses.
Hey, that's facts. He did accept it. But it's women all the time that get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? They accepted it, and look at Cassie right now. She's saying I only endured this shit because he was supposed to further my career. That's the spiel right now.
And he decides that Tyler Perry has been lying to me this entire 4.5-year relationship. He's been lying. From 2020 to June of 2021, that's 4.5. He's been lying. So he says once he came to his realization that he'd been lying, he decided to stop showing up for work. He said Tyler Perry told him he had to take an unpaid medical leave.
Damn.
That's when he got with his lawyer, and that's when he decided to sue. Here's where I'm at. Same mistake as Smokey, same mistake as Shannon. Tyler Perry wasn't taking care of it. Allegedly, Art, because Tyler Perry has not admitted to being bisexual. He has not admitted to any of these crimes. So I'm saying allegedly. If what this man is saying is true, Tyler Perry made the same mistake as Smokey Robinson, Shannon Sharp, and so many other black men dating non-black people. You didn't take care of it. From what I read, Art, he was being paid $10,000 an episode. And then when he got upset with Tyler Perry, allegedly, he went up to $15,000 an episode or maybe $25,000 an episode. However that go, don't quote me. But initially, he was only getting about 10 grand. Here we go again, Art. Smokey Robinson. If you want.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together.
These women to be your girl toys. Tyler Perry, allegedly, if you want Derek Dixon to be your boy toy, $10,000 an episode for a billionaire is not going to cut it. I believe, Art, that Derek Dixon, who claims he never had intercourse with Tyler, that's going to be a big thing, Art, because when I was reading the civil complaint, it doesn't appear that Derek Dixon ever admitted to having any type of relation with Tyler Perry. 4.5 years, I wonder if that's true. Because if Tyler Perry can prove, allegedly, that him and Derek Dixon engaged in any type of consensual sexual exchange, I think this case can be thrown out.
Right.
I think the argument can be made that you was engaged in consensual
I was in a relationship
with Mr. Perry. And because you didn't get what you wanted to out of this Gabrielle Zuniga and Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, Jane Doe 3, and Jane Doe 4 for Smokey Robinson, you decided to try to exploit him in the courts for money because you know he's wealthy. So if Tyler can prove that any of this was consensual, I think this case can get thrown out. Why? Because you was around this man for 4.5 years, Art, almost 5 years, and you never did anything about his sexual advancements. Pulling your pants down, grabbing your booty, asking you if you like to be a top or a bottom, asking you about your relations with other men, saying he jealous seeing you around other men. There was too much harassment, allegedly, for you to have not done nothing in nearly 5 years. So if Tyler Perry can prove that they had relations, Art, I think this gets thrown out. Now, if Tyler Perry can't prove that, here's where I stand on this suit. First of all, $260 million is ridiculous. That's number one. But number two, Art, I believe that Derek Dixon would have become Tyler Perry's lover if Tyler Perry gave him what he wanted. If Tyler Perry would have gave him his own show, I think he becomes his lover. Because according to Derek Dixon, Tyler Perry allegedly told him that he wants a male lover. A male lover who will keep quiet and not become emotionally attached. He claims Tyler Perry told him, I don't have enough time to get emotionally involved in a relationship. So I'm looking for somebody I can smash and dash, who keep their mouth shut and don't get all emotional with me because I ain't got time for that. So basically, he kind of wanted a boy toy. Derek Dixon doesn't seem like he really made it clear to him that he was not going to be that. Here's where I think Tyler Perry messed up. Like I said, he didn't take care of him, Art, but in addition to that, Derek Dixon was not going to be no cheap hoe. He was not going to be no cheap hoe. That's like, Art, you dating a woman, and a woman says, you ain't getting these panties until you buy me a car. And you keep trying to get the panties, She said, I'm not giving you no panties until you buy me a car. You buy her the car, you get the panties. If you don't buy the car, you don't get the panties. I simply think Derek Dixon was not a cheap hoe, Art. Tyler Perry didn't keep his end of the bargain, so he never let him smash. Period. Tyler Perry thought he was going to get him before he fulfilled his part of the bargain. Derek Dixon wasn't a cheap hoe. He said, you ain't going to play me cheap. You're going to give me my own show, and if you don't, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep all the text messages. I'm going to keep all the exchange, just like the Mexicans with Smokey, just like Gabrielle with Shannon. I'm going to keep all the information, Art, and if I don't get my own show, guess what I'm going to do? Run to the lawyers and sue you for $260 million. These wealthy black men, Art, need to learn. You cannot deal with non-African women the way you deal with African women. Our sisters are burdened by racism. They are burdened by negative stereotypes from slavery that have never been true of them. Our sisters have never been Jezebels. It was the slave master who sought after our women and raped our women. They didn't pursue them. But that's the stereotype that America has carried for 400 years. And every black woman who goes into court seeking justice against a perpetrator has to deal with the fact that people see her as sexually promiscuous. Mexican women ain't got to worry about that. Caucasian women ain't got to worry about that. Chinese women ain't got to worry about that. Arabs ain't got to worry about that. East Indians ain't got to worry about that. So these wealthy black men need to understand.
Cook.
You can't deal with
That boy cooking. That boy is cooking. That's why I fuck with Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Pause. That boy be cooking. You hear this? Fucking scholar. Y'all pay attention.
African lovers the way you deal with queens. And our queen shouldn't be mistreated at all. I'm just drawing a comparison here.
Facts.
Tyler Perry, Smokey Robinson, Shannon Sharp, you messing up. Get your act together.
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro?
Hey, y'all heard it live from the boy Cinco Band's the man. And you heard it straight out of Dr. Umar's lips. Tyler Perry, you got some splaining to do, my G. Until the next one, y'all.